ಬ್ರೋ ನೈಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ
ಏನ್ರ ಫುಲ್ ಸುದ್ದಿ ಹಚ್ಚಿದ್ರಿ
ಸರ್ ಬೋರ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ಸರ್, ನೀವು ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
ಮಾರ್ವಿನ್ ಸರ್.
ತೊಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಉಂಟಂತಲ್ಲ, ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ,
ಸೈಕ್ಲೋನ ಮಳೆ
ಅಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾಪ
ಸೈಕ್ಲೋನ್ ಸರ್.
ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸೇಫ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಂತ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಮೂಡುಬಿದ್ರವರಿಗೆ ಎಂತ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಮೆಂಡನ್
ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್ ಮೆಂಡನ್ ಸರ್, ಮೆಂಡನ್ ನೀರಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್.
ಸೇಫ್ ಝೋನ್.
ಅವ್ನು ತೆಂಗಿನಕಾಯಿ ಎತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಸರ್ ಬೋಟಲ್ಲಿ.
ಸರಿ ಎಲ್ರು ಸೇಫ್ ಆಗಿರಿ. ಯಾರು
ಪ್ರವೀಣ್ ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೆ ಸರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ.
ಯಾರು?
ಮೀನ್ ಹಿಡಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ.
ಯಾರು? ಪ್ರವೀಣ ಸಾಯ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡ ಅವನು.
ಪ್ರವೀಣ್ ಸೂರ್ಯಕಾಂತ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ. ಮೀನ್ ಹಿಡಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾನ
ಈಗ ಈ ಸೈಕ್ಲೋನ್
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಳೆ
ಪಾಪ ಸರ್, ಮೊದ್ಲೇ ಫ್ಲಡ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಸಾಯ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ.
ಈಗ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಮೀನ್ ಹಿಡಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ?
ಅತಿ ಆಸೆ, ಹಣದ್ದು ಅತಿ ಆಸೆ ಸರ್ ಅವನಿಗೆ.
ಹಾಗ ಜೋರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೀರಪ್ಪ, ಸುಮಾರು ಜನ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟಾ?
ಕೆಲವರು ನೈಜೀರಿಯಾದೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಮಂಗಳೂರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಸೊ ಯಾರು ಕೋಸ್ಟಲ್ ಬೆಲ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದ ಇದು
ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್ ಮೆಂಡನ್.
ಪ್ರವೀಣ್ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಸರ್.
ಪ್ರವೀಣ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಪ್ರವೀಣ್ ದೂರ
ಇದಾನಲ್ಲ ಅವನು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಾನಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರವೀಣ್.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೂರ
ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ಸರ್.
ದೂರ
ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ.
ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು.
ನೀರಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಳುಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಸರ್.
ತಾಳೋ ಮೆರವಿನ ಮಾತ್ ಕೇಳ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ಈಗ ಎಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು? ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರವೀಣ್ ಸೇಫ್ ಆಗಿರಿ ಆಯ್ತಾ, ತುಂಬಾ ಹತ್ರಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ.
ಈಗ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್, ನಿನ್ನೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇತ್ತು.
ಇವತ್ತು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ?
ಹೌದು.
ನಿನ್ನೆ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ ಏನ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ?
ಎಲ್ಲ ದೋಣಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆಲ್ಲ ಇಟ್ಟದೆಲ್ಲ.
ಹೌದಾ? ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ?
ಪಡುಬಿದ್ರಿ ಪಡ್ಡೆ.
ಪಡುಬಿದ್ರಿಯಾ?
ಸರ್ ಮೆಂಡನ್ ಕುಚ್ಚಿ ಹೋಗಿದೆ ಅಂತೆ.
ಎಂತ? ಸರಿ, ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವ.
ಸರ್
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೇಳುವ ರಾಕೇಶ್
ಸರ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಇದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ PDF ಕಳಿಸಬಹುದಾ ಸರ್?
ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಗೂಗಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೇನಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಲ್ವಾ ನಾನು?
ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಅದೇ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ.
ಹೌದು. ಸೊ ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೋಟೋನ್ನು ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಬ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಸಬ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ನಾಳೆ ಉಂಟು.
ಸೇಮ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಸರ್?
ಸೇಮ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಬೇರೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಸೊ ನಾಟ್ ಇವನ್ ಎ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಸಬ್ಮಿಟೆಡ್. ಯಾವತ್ತಿತ್ತು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇಟ್? ಅದು 18th ಅಲ್ಲ? ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಬೇರೆ, ಅದು ಬೇರೆ. ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾಳೆಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂಥರ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡುವ ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸರ್. ಬಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಶೋರ್ ಯು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1. ಈಸಿ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ IC ಇಂಜಿನ್ಸ್?
ಸರ್ IC ಇಂಜಿನ್ ಡೆರಿವೇಶನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್.
IC ಇಂಜಿನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆರಿವೇಶನ್
ಅದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಬೇರೆ ಇದು ರ್ಯಾಂಕಿನ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ಸ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ.
ರ್ಯಾಂಕಿನ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ IC ಇಂಜಿನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತಾ?
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ, ಅದು ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕಳಿಸುವ. ಈಗಲೇ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕಳ್ಸುವ. ಈಗಲೇ ತಗೊಂಡೇನ್
ಹಾ,
ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ?
okay,
ಈಗ
okay.
ಓದ್ತೀಯ ಅದನ್ನು?
ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್.
ನೀನ್ ಓದ್ತೀಯ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳು,
ನಿನಗೆ
ಕಳಿಸ್ತೇನೆ.
ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ಸರ್ ಫುಲ್.
ನಾನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಅದು.
ಆಚಾ, ನಿಂಗೆ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೂ ಕಳ್ಸಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ನೀನು ಜಸ್ಟ್
Okay, okay.
ಅವೆಲ್ಲ.
ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ.
ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಶಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಟುಡೇ. ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಡೌನ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಡೌನ್ ಸೈಕಲ್. ಸೊ 2 ಸೈಕಲ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಐ ಮೀನ್ 2 ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಡೌನ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಒನ್, ದ ಅದರ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಒನ್. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಸ್? ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್, ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ಸೇಮ್, but they deviate a little bit in case of an actual cycle. For example, ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಡೌನ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಕಾಮನ್ ಫಿಗರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಕಲಿಯಲೇಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇದು 1 2 3 4. So 1 to 2 compression ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 2 to 3 heat addition will take care, and 3 to 4 is an expansion in the turbine, and 4 to 1 is a heat rejection process. This is a common thing. So when I say only this is an ideal one. Okay. One, the compressor work, which is this, and the turbine work, which is this, deviates its path. Deviate under artha, it would deviate something like this and meet at 2 dash. And similarly, the turbine work would deviate like this and meet at 4 dash. Why it would deviate? It would deviate just because of the inefficient compressor and inefficient turbine. Inefficient compressor irodrinda, it will just move from 2 to 2 dash. Ee tara hogbekagirodu enagutte, it would change its path to this way. Similarly, because of the inefficient turbine, 3 to 4 hogbekagirodu, it will just move on to 3 to 4 dash. It will just deviate its path. And how we all came to know how to calculate its efficiency also. Efficiency of the turbine and efficiency of the compressor, as well as the efficiency of the brake down cycle as a whole. Now, we shall discuss about, this was the brief recap of the brake down cycle. Now, we shall discuss about the various methods through which we can increase the efficiency of a brake down cycle. What are the different methods through which you can literally increase your efficiency of the brake down cycle? So those are, totally we have 3 methods to be learned. Okay, the one is the regeneration, second one is the intercooling, third one is the reheating. So with all these 3 methods, you can increase your efficiency. Okay, so first we shall see how you can increase your efficiency by means of regeneration. What do you mean by regeneration? So without a regenerator, how the turbine would work? It is something like this. I'll just try to concise. Okay, without a regenerator, how it would work? Air would be sucked from 1 to 2 dash. It would be compressed in the compressor. Okay, from 2 dash, it would be sent to a combustion chamber. 2 dash to 3, 2 dash to 3, the heat addition process would take place. Okay, after 3, the expansion process would take place in case of a turbine, and it will be left to the atmosphere. So the heat rejection takes place and it comes back to 1. And this is the actual regeneration process, which was, actual breakdown cycle, which was, okay, can you increase the voice? Are you able to hear me, or there is some sort of disturbance?
Sir, we can hear you, but your voice is very low.
Voice is very low. Okay. How about now? Is it okay?
Same, sir.
It's proper, sir.
Okay, fine. So I was telling you about how normal breakdown cycle without any regenerator, without any intercooler, without any reheater would work. Compressor, heat editor, expansion, heat rejection. So only these 4 components would be there for a normal breakdown cycle. So this is a common thing, common story, whatever you have heard. Now, what happens in a regenerator? In the sense, whatever the heat, whatever the exhaust gases are there, no, this is the exhaust gases, and that this particular exhaust gas is being used. Just carefully observe that the heat which is available in the exhaust gas is used to give or it is used to heat up a little bit of heat which is coming from the regenerator, sorry, which is coming from the compressor. Okay, the waste heat which was getting out, which was just left to the atmosphere, rather what we are doing is, how we are increasing its efficiency now, we are letting this particular heat to interact with the incoming gases to the heat exchanger, so that little bit of heat from the waste gas which you are letting it out of to the atmosphere, that is being transferred to the fresh incoming charge. Now, this particular fresh incoming air is little bit heated up, thereby you can increase your efficiency, yes or no? Correct? Understood? Can anyone just read this? Anyone? Sujan?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
The efficiency of the Brayton cycle can be increased by utilizing the part of energy of exhaust air from the turbine to preheat the air, leaving the compressor in a heat exchanger called refrigerator.
Regenerator. Sorry,
Sorry, regenerator.
Understood what do you mean by regeneration? How a regenerator works? Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Numan, hedo? Numan? Okay. Now, just read the other sentence. Vishnuraj? Vishnuraj. Okay. Wayne?
Yes, sir.
Read this.
As work output is given as W R.
QS minus QR.
QS minus QR. The amount of heat gained is equal to the amount of heat
lost by the gas.
Heat lost by the gas. There would be no change in the net work output in case of regeneration. But in turn, the thermal efficiency of the cycle would be increased because of regeneration.
So whatever heat you are supplying here, the same heat you are giving it back, isn't it? There is no additional heat which is involved in the process. Through regeneration, are you adding a new heat to the system? Through regeneration, are you adding a new heat to the system? No. That's why you are not playing with the heat, nor you are giving not any extra amount of heat. Just the same heat you are transferring it to the fresh incoming charge which was wasted. That's why the network output will not be having any effect. That means network output will not increase or decrease, but rather, since you are reutilizing the same heat again and again, what happens to your efficiency? Efficiency would increase. Keep this in mind. Because of the regeneration, work output will never increase nor decrease. It will neither has its impact, but efficiency would increase because of the regeneration. This is what the point is. Next. So just last point. This is done, right? Now, defining the effectiveness of a regenerator. Effectiveness of a regenerator is given by this particular symbol. You call it as eta, zeta, whatever it is. It is given by zeta, this particular symbol. And it is the ratio of actual heat transfer, what was happening, and to the maximum possible heat transfer. So, actual heat transfer is given by T5 minus T2 dash. Heat transfer. Where is T5? This particular is T5. T5 minus T2 dash. Okay. So what was the actual heat transfer happened, which is this? I have just indicated in the red color in the figure also for you. Okay. The actual heat transfer which is happening, that is T5 minus T2 dash divided by maximum possible heat transfer. That is T4 dash minus T2 dash. Where is T4 dash? This is T4 dash. And T2 dash is what? This. This is the maximum possible heat transfer. What do you mean by actual heat transfer and maximum possible heat transfer? I think most of you did not understand this. Let me explain with an example now. All of you carefully observe. So think the temperature which is coming out here is around 100 degrees Celsius for an instant. So this is this particular temperature would also be 100 degrees Celsius. Am I right? T4 dash would be 100 degrees Celsius. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Now, suppose think the output of the this one compressor T2 dash is around 20 degrees Celsius. Okay, it's 20 degrees Celsius. This is the temperature of the air which is coming at this particular point. And 100 degrees Celsius is the temperature of the air which is going at this particular point. Okay. Now, what is the maximum heat that I can reach up to T5 after passing it to a heat exchanger? Heat exchanger is nothing but a regenerator. So after passing your regenerator, what is the maximum possible temperature your 20 degrees Celsius can reach? What is that maximum value? Understood my question? ಇದು 20 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ ಇದೆ ಕಣ. ಇದರದ ಹೀಟ್ 20 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ ಇದೆ ಕಂಪ್ರೆಸರ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಎಂದು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇದು 100 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇವೆರಡು ಹೀಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೀಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ I can reach from 20 degrees Celsius ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ನಾನು? 50 ವರೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದಾ? 100 ವರೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದಾ? 200 ವರೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದಾ? What is the maximum temperature I can reach? 100, isn't it? So 100 degrees Celsius is the maximum possible temperature I can reach. So therefore, what is the maximum amount of heat transfer that I can occur? 100 minus 20. So this is your maximum possible heat transfer. Apart from this, which is not possible, isn't it? Whether it is possible? So this is the maximum possible, 100 minus 20. But whether it is happening 100 minus 20 here, whether it is reaching up to 100 degrees Celsius?
No.
Definitely not. So it would be way below that. So actual heat transfer, it is reaching the temperature of how much? It is reaching the temperature of T5. So say it has reached up to 45 degrees Celsius. Okay. After passing through the heat exchanger, the air has reached the temperature of how much? T5. Now, how to calculate your actual heat transfer? How to calculate your actual heat transfer? How to calculate your actual heat transfer? Actual heat transfer, 45 minus 20, yes or no? This is the actual heat transfer which has happened. Yes or no? Correct? Artha idendro? No one is responding, man. Why?
Yes.
Sir.
Okay. So this is the actual heat transfer which is happening. For ಅದು 100 ವರೆಗೂ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಅದು ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. So up to 45 ವರೆಗಂತೂ ಹೀಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay. Now, what do you mean by effectiveness? Effectiveness is defined as actual heat transfer divided by maximum possible heat transfer. Now, what do you mean by actual heat transfer? It is 45 minus 20. Maximum possible heat transfer is 100 minus 20. Isn't it? The same formula is being deposited here. T5 minus T2 dash divided by T4 dash minus T2 dash. Is that clear? What do you mean by effectiveness of a generator and how do you calculate it? Any doubts in regeneration? Any doubts in regeneration?
No, sir.
No, sir. It's easy. So what do you do in regeneration? The output of the gas is not just left freely into the atmosphere. Rather, it is sent back to heat the incoming air which is coming to the combustion chamber, thereby increasing the efficiency. So this is the one mode of increasing the efficiency. Let us look into the another mode. So this is the another mode of increasing in this efficiency, which is known as intercooling. What it is called as? Intercooling. So how do you do this? So just observe the diagram, what is happening. So normally what happens from 1 to 2, from 1 directly to 2, the compressor process will take place. Later on, the heat addition would takes place from process 2 to 3. From 3 to 4, there was an expansion, correct? From 3 to 4, there was an expansion, and 4 to 1, again, there was a heat rejection process. So this was the total overall process. Now, what you are doing is, you are compressing the gas in not only the single stage, but you're compressing it into a 2 stages like this. Okay, you are not compressing the gas in a single stage. You are using 2 compressors, a low pressure compressor and a high pressure compressor. Okay. ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆನಾ? ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕಾಮನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅದು ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ವರೂಪಿಗೆ ಒಂದೇನಾ?
ಈಗ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ
ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಫೈನ್. ಸ್ವರೂಪ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಉಂಟಾ ವಾಯ್ಸ್?
ಹೌದು ಸರ್, ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ.
ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ನಾನೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, intercooling is one more concept of increasing the efficiency. So initially ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, 1 to 2 ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಕಂಪ್ರೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ 2 different stages. One using the LP compressor, which is a low pressure compressor. Second one using the HP compressor, which is a high pressure compressor. And whatever the temperature was raised because of the low pressure compressor, okay, you are using an intercooler to cool that particular temperature. And how this works, we shall understand using a TS diagram like this. Okay, so what happens here, 1 to 2, you are compressing the thing so that the temperature rises, right? So from 2, initially without any intercooler, how the Brayton cycle would work, it will directly go and hit 2 here, isn't it? It will directly go and hit 2 here. In only one stage you are compressing the entire process, but using an intercooler, what are you doing? You are compressing the things in the 2 different stages. For example, 1 to 2 you are compressing in a low pressure compressor, and 3 to 4 you are compressing in a high pressure compressor. So in 2 stages of compressing. Very good. So in between you are adding an intercooler. Why you are adding an intercooler? In the sense, whatever the temperature was raised because of the LP compressor, that you can bring it back to a normal level. Then again you are compressing the things. This is how you are compressing, intercooling, and then compressing to reach the stage 4. Is that clear? And how this particular thing would help in increasing the efficiency or the work output of an engine of a gas turbine, we'll just understand by reading the sentences given here. Okay, anyone would like to read this? Yes, anyone? Or should I call anyone's name? Anyone?
A compressor in the gas turbine cycle utilizes the major percentage of power developed by the gas turbine. The
Okay.
work required by the compressor can be reduced by compressing the air in two stages and in
Just a
incorporating.
minute, Khalil. So the work required for the compressor can be reduced by compressing the air in two stages. So what you are reducing here? You are reducing the work input to the air. How you are reducing the work input?
By two stages.
Exactly. Next, incorporating and continue, Khalil.
Incorporating an intercooler between two as shown in the figure. The corresponding
PS diagram
is also shown
below. The same thing I have just represented here. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and 5 to 6. What happens? 1 to 2 is a low pressure compression, and 2 to 3 are achieving intercooling. And later on, you are going with high pressure compression with 3 to 4. And the 4 to 5 and 5 to 6 remains the same, where you are adding up the heat and you are carrying out the expansion process. Everything remains same. Now let us try to understand how would you calculate your efficiency. So efficiency is given by what? W net divided by heat input, work output divided by heat input. Work output is a summation of two different works, which is the turbine work and the compressor work. Okay. For work, it is initial minus final. I told you initial is 5, final is 6. This is for the turbine. Okay. So there is only one output, isn't it? See? Only one turbine. So 5 to 6. So initial minus final, T5 minus T6. That is equal to, but what about the compressing power work output? Compressor, you are doing in two stages. One is LP and other one is HP. So anyone could just by looking at the PV diagram can see me the work output of a total compressor. So two stages are there. 1 to 2 is there. 3 to 4 is there. So in two different stages, you are compressing the things. I want the work done by the compressor. How to calculate it? Anyone? Just try. It is initial minus final for the work. Initial minus final. Anyone? Anyone? Sohan? Sohan. Sohan. Siddesh BN. Siddesh BN.
Present, sir.
Siddesh. Hello. Hey, how to calculate your work done from this? Where you are compressing in two stages. 1 to 2 and 3 to 4. ಏನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಡ ಇದು ನೋಡು ಸಿದ್ದೇಶ್. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಫೈನಲ್. ಈ 1 to 2 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಯಾವುದು? 1 or 2? Which one is initial? Whether it is 1 or it is 2? Numan?
Yes, sir.
Which one is initial? 1 or 2?
1, sir.
1.
1 is the initial.
So what is the work done in case of an LP compressor?
2 minus 1.
T1 minus T2.
T1 minus
T2.
Exactly. So what is the work done in case of an HP compressor? High pressure compressor.
3 minus 4.
T3 minus?
3 minus. T3 minus
4.
T4.
T minus T4.
Now, what is the total overall compression work?
T1 minus T2 plus T3 minus T4.
Very good. Excellent. That is what I have written here. See? Okay, the overall compressor work is being done in two different stages. Okay, for again for the reference, I have given you for the work it is always initial minus final, and for the heat it is final minus initial. Note for perfect intercooling. What do you mean by perfect intercooling? In the sense, see, whatever the temperature was raised because of the low pressure compressor. Okay, so initially it was at T1 degree Celsius. I will just mark a boundary line to indicate the temperature of T1. Now from the process point 2, you are carrying out which process? You are carrying out the intercooling process. Suppose this particular intercooling, if I want to say it as a perfect intercooling, it should reach back to the original value of the compressor which was below, which was T1. T1 was the original value. So when this particular value after intercooling reaches the before the value of T1, that means when the T3 value is equal to T1 value, then you can say this as a perfect intercooling. Artha aita? What do you mean by perfect intercooling? When the value of T3 is equal to T1. Intercooling ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, you are bringing back the temperature. ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ತರಬೇಕು? Suppose ಮೊದಲು 27 degree Celsius ಇತ್ತು. Low pressure compressor ಆದಾಗ it will reach up to 80 degree Celsius. Now you are incorporating an intercooler to bring back the temperature. You should bring back it to 27 again. Okay, when you bring back it to 27, then only it is called as perfect intercooling. Understood the concept of perfect intercooling? Now you say, without any this, just by looking at this particular diagram here, whatever the diagram I have drawn, whether it is perfect intercooling, whatever the diagram I have drawn, whether it is a perfect intercooling. Yes or no? So this is the value of T1. Okay, and this is the value of T3. Do you think this particular thing is a perfect intercooling?
No.
For the perfect intercooling, what should happen? So I would just draw in blue color. It should cool back up to the value of where? If the value of 3 would reach the value of T1, then only it is known as perfect intercooling. Understood? So this is all about intercooling. So what you are doing in intercooling? You are compressing the gas in two different stages by incorporating an intercooler in between. So this is how you are increasing the work output of an Brayton cycle. Understood? So here efficiency does not increase, but whereas the work output will definitely increase. Okay. Next is by reheating. Okay. Just by looking at the diagram, can anyone explain what do you mean by reheating? So in case of an intercooler, what you have done your compression process in two different stages. Correct? Compression process was done in two different stages. Now here, expansion process is being done in two different stages. Can anyone just explain me that? Just by looking at the diagram, I would really appreciate you if you do that. Anyone? Malatesh, Manish, Suvarna. Malatesh, can you explain how this particular process of reheating happens? Just can you give the gist of it? What do you understand by looking at the figure? Marvin Pinto?
Yes, sir.
Can you give the gist? Are you able to understand this? So I have told you, in the intercooling, what you are doing, you are compressing the gas in two different stages by incorporating a intercooler in between. That was the funda, that was the tactics what we have used in case of an intercooler. Now, can you explain me the tactics what we have used in case of a reheater here? Anyone? Nikhil?
Sir.
What is the tactics we are using here? Any idea did you get looking at the
So that
diagram?
high pressure turbine, sir.
High pressure turbine. Okay.
Pressure is high, temperature will be increased. Like that, I don't know correctly.
Okay. Fine. Good. Very good. Next. Anyone? Praveen Suryakant? Praveen? Raj Prasad?
Yes, sir.
ಏನಾದ್ರು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಬಂತ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ರೀಹೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಎನಿ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಪ್ರವೀಣ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರಾಜ್ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಓಕೆ ಪ್ರವೀಣ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಕೂಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ what did you do in case of an intercooler? What is the funda that we have followed there? Praveen Suryakant.
Yes, sir.
Intercooler ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು ಎಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಅಥವಾ ವರ್ಕ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ what we have done there? Anyone could explain? Anyone? Swaroop? Swaroop, Varun,
Yes, sir.
Passing compressed air with low temperature.
ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕಣೋ, ಅದೇನು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಇದೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಟೂ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸಸ್. ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕಂಪ್ರೆಸರ್, the second one is the turbine. Getting it? One is the compressor work and other one is the turbine work. You have to play with only these two works. There is no other work in this particular Brayton cycle. In case of an intercooling, what you have done, you have compressed the things in two different stages. For example, one, then you have intercooled this, and then again you have used a high pressure compressor. That means the compressor process, whatever was happening, was done in two different stages. First stage, second stage. First stage the low pressure anta karde, second stage the high pressure anta karde. That's all. Same thing in case of an turbine. What you are doing is you are extracting the expansion process in two different stages. First, the expansion would happen. Later, again, you are reheating it back. Then again, you are expanding it. If you compress the gas in two different stages, then it is known as intercooling. If you are expanding the gas in two different turbines, then it is because of the reheater. Understood, everyone? Yes or no?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ಇಂಟರ್ಕೂಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ವಿ ಆರ್ in compressing the gas in two different stages, incorporating an intercooler in between. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, you are expanding the gas in two different stages, incorporating a reheater in between. ಅಷ್ಟೇ, every process remains same. 1 to 2 same, ಅದೇ compression single stage ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Next 2 to 3 there is a heat addition process. From 3 to 4 the gas expand in a low pressure turbine, which is this. Okay, next from 4 to 5 what are you doing, you are reheating it back again because of the reheater. 4 to 5 ನೀವು again ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ reheat ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. Reheat ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ again you are going to expand in case of a low pressure turbine. Thereby you are expanding the gas in two different stages, which is 3 to 4 and 5 to 6. Correct? Artha aita? Now if I try to draw efficiency of a reheater, reheat cycle, same it is work done, total work net divided by heat input, whatever heat you have supplied. Work net is the summation of compression work and the turbine work divided by heat supplied. This is the heat supplied. Now can anyone just write this particular equation? I told you for work it is initial minus final, and for the heat it is final minus initial. Can anyone just fill up this? Compressor work hege calculate ಮಾಡೋದು compressor work ಅನ್ನು? How do you calculate your compressor work? For work it is initial minus final. How do you calculate your compressor work? Anyone? First of all, where is the compression process taking place? Just mark that. Where is the compression process taking place? It is here. Correct? Now give me the work done expression for a compressor. How will you calculate?
T1 minus T2.
It is initial minus final, so it is initial is T1 minus of T2. So this is your what? This is your compressor work. Now turbine work, it is done in how many stages?
2.
Turbine work is done in 2 different stages, so I am writing that particular thing here. So 3 to 4 is the first stage and 5 to 6 is another stage. Okay, so 2 different work done expression would come here. Hildra, how will you calculate now? Turbine work, first stage, high pressure stage, initial minus final for work.
T3 minus T4.
Very good. So it is, oh shit, just a minute. Battery low for the pencil. Okay, so it is T3 minus T4 divided by sorry, plus one more work is what, which is the low pressure turbine?
T5 to T6.
T5 minus T6. So that would come here and it would come here. In the denominator, what is that? In the denominator, it is heat supplied. For the heat, it is final minus initial. See, just observe the diagram. In how many stages you are supplying heat? Whether you are supplying heat only in the combustion chamber?
Sir, 2 stages.
Again, you are supplying heat in 2 different stages. One is in the combustion chamber from 2 to 3. Another one is in the reheater from 4 to 5. So, how would you calculate your heat supplied? For heat, it is final minus initial. First is 2 to 3. Final minus initial. How?
T3 minus T2.
Excellent, Anish. Second one, for the reheater.
Minus T4.
That is the thing which has been written here. Understood? Understood these concepts?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts? Any doubts?
Sir.
So these are very, very important for the problem's perspective. Okay, so this is how you take the values. For work, it is always, and the problems are damn easy for this particular chapter. So you would love this problem. Only hint what you have to concept, what you have to learn is, for work it is initial minus final, and for the heat it is final minus initial. And how intercooling diagram has to be drawn, how a reheating diagram has to be drawn, and how the regenerator diagram has to be drawn. If you know this, this particular module is done. For a regenerator, the waste gas is being reutilized to increase it to T5. Next, for the intercooling, what happens in the intercooling? You are compressing this gas in 2 stages, or are you expanding the gas in 2 stages? In case of an intercooling, what are you doing there? Whether you are compressing the gas in 2 stages, or you are expanding the gas in 2 stages. You are compressing the gas. If you compress the gas in 2 different stages using an HP compressor and a low pressure compressor, incorporating an intercooling between, that particular process is known as the intercooling. And the third, which is the last one, is reheating. When do you do that? When you are expanding the gas in 2 different stages by using a high pressure turbine and a low pressure turbine, incorporating a reheater in between, that is known as a reheater. So these were the concepts, these were the theoretical concepts of the module number 2, which is the Brayton cycle. From the next class, you are going to solve the problems on the Brayton cycle. Is that clear? Any doubts? If you have, you can ask for. Okay. Any doubts? If you don't have any doubts, we shall end the class. Any doubts? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay,
No,
then.
sir.
So fill up your attendance
No,
sheet
sir.
fast
No,
in 2 minutes and leave the class. We shall meet up in the next class. Till then, have a nice time ahead. Okay, take care.
ಸರ್ ಇದು ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್
Take care,
ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ
sir.
ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ
Bye
ಇದು
bye.
ಗೂಗಲ್ ಶೂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ
ಹೌದು, ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಉಂಟು, ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅದು ಈಗ ನಾವು ಕಾಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ ಇದ್ದು ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಾ ಎಂತ ಅದು? ಇದು ಕಾಲ್ ಇಂದ ಆಫ್ ಆಗಿ ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು?
ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ನೀನು ಹಾಕಿ ಒಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಕಾಲಲ್ಲಿ